Yo, my people.
You trying to fuck with me?
Go.
It's good. And just like that, we're back. MTTE, More to the Ends podcast with myself, Big Cam.
Ooh.
And today, we got the team in the building. But before we get to the main part of the show, I just wanted to ask my people to like, comment, subscribe, and share. If you're liking any of the content so far, tell a friend to tell a friend. Shout out the gang.
Gang.
Boom.
His name is John O'Shea Good.
He's a tidy player.
Brother, come on, man.
He was
now
tidy.
you know how you know what you're doing because John O'Shea.
He was a utility man. You got to be, obviously, it takes a lot of skill to play in multiple positions.
I'm not saying that he wasn't even bad, but John O'Shea weren't elite.
Nah, you can't say that.
Weren't elite though.
You can't say that.
But you're telling me John O'Shea
Nah,
was elite?
he weren't elite.
Let's be
He was
real.
in the elite team.
Exactly. So that's how you know. No, but that's how you know that, bro. He's not. That just because you
I
won
thought it was
something doesn't
Nigerian
make
and
you
I
good.
heard O'Shea. I was going to say O'Shea. I was like,
You was
okay,
thinking of John Obi
Nigerian.
McKell.
Nah, I heard O'Shea,
Even-
but that's like Yoruba, innit?
That's he's another one. Mikel, he's won a lot of stuff, but he was okay. Like he was good, but he wasn't elite, bro. Let's be real.
Alright, don't get me wrong.
So that's what I'm trying to say.
De Bruyne is fake. He's proper sick. But obviously, different errors, they create different plays, if you get what
They
I'm trying
do,
to say.
so-
Like, different players will shine in different ways because of that. Because let's be real, you got a Lampard, you got a Gerrard.
I'm
But
taking Gerrard still.
yeah, but that's what I'm saying. You got a Lampard, you got a Gerrard, you got a Scholes. They're different players. Do you get what I'm saying, though?
Yeah, it's fair still, but
Because like that's why people was on Bruno's dick, and then now they realize,
Well, let's
raw,
be real, though.
every big match, this guy has gone missing.
I think that's just a Portuguese thing.
That's what I don't understand about you. Like, how do you?
I'm telling you.
Why does he know about Lampard and Gerrard, though? Like, that's what I'm saying.
No, because I know about
He
football.
loves
though.
it.
That's my point, yeah, but that's what I don't understand about football people. Like,
Why they care?
how do you know about stuff from the 90s? Like, why do you know where someone played in 84, bro? Like,
Do you know what though?
what? It's annoying me. I'm
A
like,
li-
I'm
a
like,
little
no,
bit.
But he's so, do you know what pissed me off the most here as well? Like, a video game, like, let's play FIFA.
That's what I was gonna
Like,
say.
why are you doing bare formation and tactics? I'm like, bro, I don't know what you're doing right now.
because-
4-4-2 diamond.
Because every yeah, like
subs.
do you know what it is?
Who does
Because
that?
What sports do you watch? You watch sport in general?
Bro, I got like NBA highlights on Insta and that. I don't watch anything like.
Oh, properly, like,
the only thing
religiously, I'll say.
I'd watch
Okay.
like a fight here and there. I don't.
Oh, okay then.
I don't. Sport is one thing that taught me that I know a little bit about a lot of stuff, but nothing about. Like, even I probably couldn't tell you all the rules of football. I know them, but I couldn't.
so like if I put you on the spot and said, "Rob, what's the offside rule?"
Yeah, I can describe it, but I would know if it's offside if I saw it. It was the last man and the ball and that.
I know,
don't know
yeah,
officially.
that's a little
No, I
curveball
get
still.
it. Yeah,
Imagine, I'm getting
I can say it offside. But
Yeah.
if I had to give you the, you'd be like
Specific,
Yeah, it's a
yeah.
bit techie, but I'm like, yeah, that's offside.
Alright,
When you pass the ball,
Wait,
to-
go on,
yeah,
George.
when
Go on,
you-
George. Let me see. No, go on, George.
No, Jordan's
Go on,
like,
George.
I know.
The thing is, George is in the same boat. She knows it as well. If she saw it,
If you basically pass it and he's already passed the last man, the last defender, it's offside.
Essentially, yeah.
He has to be online with or before, yeah. So
Essentially, that's the rule.
however,
Yeah. When VAR comes into it and the cameras come into it. and
however,
that's-
what if he didn't pass it? It was actually a
Yeah,
shot.
exactly, it was
and
a rebound.
and it hit the player. That was the last. No, I'm joking.
And he was
I'm not
interrupted with the
no,
play.
but what is that then? That's not offside. It
Well,
depends.
it's
It's,
a
it's
rebound.
subject to the ref, innit?
Basically, still, if it looks small, if it looks like he's interfered with
Accidental,
play,
gonna- Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
It's a bit
they
like
give it
handball,
offside.
innit? Like you can call it, but if it looks like there was nothing you can do about it, if it's
Yeah, but
then-
it's got a bit funny. Sorry guys that we're still going on about this, but we got MTTE, More to the Ends podcast. You know how we do. Yeah, we're in. But nah, do you know what it is? Like, because of the VAR thing, which is the visual
I don't know.
assistant referee,
Replay,
basically.
bro.
Yeah, but that's what it is, isn't it? Because of that, there's a lot of decisions that, so, as you said, a handball or something will happen, and me as a United fan, I'm going, bro, that was a whole handball.
Yeah. Or even like not handball, and they're gonna call it.
And they said, boom,
So
handball.
mad, like-
Yeah.
And it kind of feels like it can kind of be used.
For or against, it's evidence. It can be used
Yeah.
against the court of law.
For example, Liverpool versus Everton. Everton's in the shitter right now. They're literally in relegation zone. Liverpool
They're bad, man.
potentially could win the title. There's a lot of decisions that went Liverpool's way, and you think if the roles were reversed and it wasn't at Anfield, it was at Everton's ground.
Even you lot with the penalty, even United.
There was like two or three of them, bruv.
You lot should have had more penalties, but obviously
They're brothers but support different teams.
That's sick,
And they
though.
grew up in the same house.
That's sick.
the thing is, it's actually 50-50. Obviously, my younger brother supports United.
So he says.
Well, obviously, yeah.
And same with Rick.
Supports Arsenal.
So he says. But they both.
You are there.
Yes,
4.
Damn.
Shout out Robert.
But
but
he
yeah.
was 6 foot plus as well.
Malachi will be.
Malachi, he's 17, but he's like just under me, and my big brother's about 5'10", 5'11". 5'10".
Everyone's kind of
household
build,
still.
though,
Like,
yeah.
is
It is
What?
still. My dad's
His dad's tall, his mum's
he's 6'2". My mum, how tall is mum?
Maybe like a 5'7".
5'7",
I'd say
5'8".
5.
I'll say 5'8".
She's about the same height as Ricky. I think she's even taller than Ricky.
Nah, she's not tall.
Nah, not that.
Nah, man, she's taller. Sorry,
She's
Rick.
not
Trying to get her.
And you don't got sisters.
Nah, no
Oh,
sisters still.
okay, because if I would be long for her man, he comes out. Hi everyone.
No sisters still.
Nah.
So you got
We do what we do, man.
You got me, man.
I'm used to
back,
you
I'm
lot's
back again.
intro, innit?
Ah! All right, cool. Let's go again. All right, cool. All right, cool. All right. And just like that, we're back. MTTE, More to the Ends podcast with myself, Big Cam. And I'm not by myself in the building. Who else we got in the building?
Georgia.
You got Jordz as well, man. I'm back. Long hiatus. And
Ghost eventually. I'll do it for him.
J Ghost, eventually.
I got B Moni. What's going on, man?
Come on, man. Come on, dog. I didn't lie. You lied. Yeah, man. We're in the building. Vibesy. Another day, another dollar. Happy to be here as per usual. It's always a blessing. You know what I mean?
Man.
Yeah, man. We was just chopping up about footy, as you heard. And then we dived into the family dynamics. Obviously, as you lot probably know, brotherly affair on my side. B Money, what's your family dynamics like?
Like what? Like
You got sisters, you got
I got
brothers.
2 little sisters. It's me. Basically, I was raised by my mum, and then when I was 15, obviously my mum has a partner. She had one of my sisters, and then like I don't know what the age difference is. I think they're like that's a lot. 2 or 3 years apart. But I moved out. I was already gone. I left home when I was like 17, bro.
So you doing your own thing.
I moved out from 17, and then my mum moved back to Niger when I was like, I want to say 20, 21. I don't know. So my sisters grew up over there, sort of thing. So,
Bro.
yeah,
It's different.
So
man.
they all live there right now.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, so I'm not.
So you're solo dolo.
early.
You do, again, before we was on cam and on the mic,
Yeah.
I was saying you strike me as a very individual person. Not that you ain't a part of collectives and whatnot,
Yeah.
but you strike me as someone that just, I've got my own thought process. I'm guessing as you just...
I was the only child till 15. I was the only child. I guess there's that factor. I didn't grow up around like I grew up with my so like I spent a lot of time between here and Nige. So like I was just back and forth up until the age of like 12. I was with like my grandmother, and then my uncles were like older teenagers when I was a kid. They were older than me, innit? So yeah, I guess I was the only child, innit? I guess that really explains it more than anything. And yeah, I've always just had a couple people around me. Never really been on a follow thing. I can't help it.
I think that that explains so much for me.
Yeah.
Watching you on like back chat and stuff. I think it just makes everything make sense as to why you was so prominent in your opinions and not like willing to back down in stuff that, because I guess when you're on your own, you kind of got to be like that. You just got to trust in your instincts, make your own choices and stuff like that. So it's very interesting. I was going to say, I could imagine you being a very annoying brother. And then you said there was in Nigeria, so I was like, okay, maybe it doesn't annoy them.
I was an
as
annoying
much.
kid, full stop, though. Like,
Yeah.
I was an annoying kid. And I'd say leave me alone in every language. I was jarring, like, but more so from a, remember, like, I'm like, you said Marmite, yeah, that was what we were talking about earlier, but yeah, I'm like, I can't remember the other word someone says is, just basically, some people love you, some people
Polarizing.
hate you. Yeah, polarizing character,
yeah.
like, polarizing figure, like, and from young, because I think a lot of people look at me like, brother, you shouldn't. I can't. Okay, let me just say,
You shouldn't have as
some
much
people-
vim as you should, as you
people-
do.
Yeah, they have an opinion that you might be a neek.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
when you're not neeky, or when you're not totally neeky, it's like, oh wait, now I have to. I don't know. Someone ever tried to stick it on you and you didn't back down, so they're like, "Raw, now I actually have to try a thing."
Stick
It's
on
like,
it.
yeah. Or when it came to like school now, remember I've schooled in here, I've schooled in Nige. So when you call
Pause
Nige-
it.
Hey,
Because
am I getting ahead of myself?
no, you're not getting ahead of yourself.
Good.
But obviously, I got my line of questioning.
Oh, okay.
And just for the listener, obviously, it helps them if they can kind of go
Well,
from...
quickly though, foreign
from the early doors.
just looks a bit mad.
Looks
man.
mad.
Did I go?
Like, even when man went yard, yeah.
I was trying to
I
think.
was seeing them with the brown
Uniform, fam.
And I was like to Rick, what, you used to wear that? He was like, yeah, man, I used to rock that. And I was like, bro, like,
And do you know what I'd be thinking? I'd just be thinking, are you lot not hot? I just don't.
Bruv, you man got like 6 miles.
Bruv, in trousers as well.
No, you don't, fam. No, come on, man.
No, bro, where we live, it's
Yeah,
village, innit?
it's villagey, yeah.
The hills and
You
that.
definitely-
Yeah.
I think the closest school was probably like 40 minutes walk, I'd say.
Jesus.
You reckon?
And that one of there is mad because where I live, yeah, I went Lillian Bayliss, yeah. That is a 2-minute walk.
Stockholm for me,
Stockholm, 15.
And I used to
cut
be
through
like,
the back
this
roads.
is long.
what I'm
Imagine
saying,
being
fam.
40. That is dead.
It's
son.
crazy.
Hype
bro.
still.
In Nigeria, I had to wake up at like 4 a.m. to get to school.
No
Because we
way.
went in a car, but but school started. Maybe I'm exaggerating, but school started like before 6, something stupid, 6-ish, bro. Early, like the sun was rising, like
The birds are
early.
still making that. They're still making that sound. Bro.
No.
That's mad.
Yeah, bro, early.
Bruv. This life is nuts, you know. It is nuts because let's
I'm
be
looking
real.
now, 8:40 is kind of good.
Exactly.
Chat to
8:40 is kind of good.
chat to any of the younger lot now about going to school earlier than like 7:30. They're looking at you like, what are you on about, bro? What are you actually on about? But look, all right, cool. So you already spoke about your heritage. Obviously, you're from Nige. Specifically,
Bro, I'm from Lambeth, bro. I don't know all of that.
no, but I mean,
Like, okay,
yeah.
my mom's from Edo. Like, my mom's Edo, and my dad is Yoruba, but he went about, so I don't really claim the Yoruba side.
yeah. Look, I'm only asking because I don't know. Do you know what I mean? And obviously, I'm pretty sure there's other people that don't know. Truth be told, I slightly thought you might even be Jamaican at one
A
point.
lot of people do.
Yeah.
A lot of people do. It's interesting.
I used to get that I'm
was
Nigerian.
opposite still,
So
Because you're not from Brick, you know?
nah, from like Wandsworth Road. Like,
Okay.
So I don't know,
You look it a little though, like actually you both could pass for it.
but
You
but
could pass
then
for Yoruba, in my opinion.
see, but I
I would say Nigerian. I'll say more for me Ghanaian.
I was gonna say, I got-
Sierra
Okay.
Leone.
yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I got Nigerian. Then as I got older, I got a bit of Ghanaian, isolated at Congolese, just randomly.
Nah,
just
they're
got
doing
dashed.
too much. You got a young Yoruba there, right there. I can see it. Also.
And I bet your ancestry would be Nigerian.
strong Nigeria.
100%
Strong.
Ghanaian. Because I
You
remember,
think?
yeah, because
Therefore-
remember I told you that story that my mum was telling me about of my grandma and how she found out her mum was called Nana or something, and they found out that there was some Ghanaian roots in it as well.
I've got Nigerian in me. My mum is like 10% Nigerian. And I was like, raw, because she's mixed as hell.
Yeah, see,
I was like, raw.
bruv, nah, but I always
That makes sense, to be honest.
it does because you lot are. You're very like you're loud, but not in the bad way. You're loud as in celebration.
I
wise.
see Nigerians as like
African
African
Jamaicans.
yardies.
Yeah, but that's how I see Congolese though.
Congolese.
That's what I'm gonna say. That's how I see Congolese.
Congolese is African yardies.
I know. Shout out Uncle Lumbi still. Married our auntie still. Shout out to him still.
He had the longest shoes.
Of course, shiny red belt buckle.
Bruv, he was. You know Afrobeats as we know it now. Any even sniff of an introduction that I had to that was from him.
Yeah, therefore, he used to bang
Any
them
sniff.
shoes.
You know the specific tune.
Yeah, fam.
Congolese love a guitar, innit?
Bruv, that was straight off the bat. But yeah, nah. Rest in peace to him, man. He was a cool guy, man. But yeah, all right, cool. So primary school and that.
So, bro, I'm like a traveler, bro. So I went to school in.
You got time, cuz.
I went to school. Yeah, literally, I used to call myself that. I went to school here and Niger, innit? So like I went to 2 schools in Lagos, doesn't matter what they're called, innit? And then I went to you wouldn't even heard of this. There's one school called Marlborough in where is it? Like South Ken, yeah. So I went to so you know South Kensington, yeah, South Kensington. So I went to school in South Kensington.
Money.
Be money. Be money.
It was a normal primary school, innit? But like we used to live like so we moved. I remember. So I was born in South London, moved to. I've lived in West London. I've lived in Northwest London. So like I don't count my South London years because I was an infant, a very young kid. But like I was born in South Clapham, but very vague memories of that. So I didn't go to school in South London, probably the nursery or something. Went to a school in West London called Marlborough for a little bit, and I was between there and Nige. And then I come back and I went to a school in Fulham.
Okay.
Called Henry Compton at the time. It's now called like Fulham School for Science, Boys School for Science.
It's mad how all our schools have changed, isn't
But
it?
But you lot don't really class Fulham as South. Like South London.
don't.
I class it as West.
Yeah, they class it as West.
Yeah, but
but
is
it's,
it not? It's like one road from West, bro. Like,
but it's fully SW or whatever it is.
It's West though, isn't it?
South
it's
London.
Yeah, but even on Pro, don't they call it
Now
West
take
London
them.
Black and Whites?
White.
I swear they call it West London Black and Whites.
No, they do. But Fulham is therefore it's Southwest by postcode because it's SW7 and that. But
Listen, we were-
This is the Croydon debate all over again.
Aware
You know?
of SUK.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's South. That's the
Yeah.
Southern Territory.
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, fair
The
enough.
gangs that they were talking about were from
look,
South.
I'm not gonna.
Take them because
Yeah.
S11 has SE has Greenwich and
Yeah, see,
Woolwich.
I'm not-
we have to take them.
I'm not gonna discount you lot out. I'm just saying, like when I was growing up,
Yeah.
when I thought of Fulham, as I said, I thought of West London Black and Whites.
That's a pro evil.
Swear to God.
Man blue.
That's what I'm saying. I didn't.
Listen, South London is very ignorant about other ends. Yeah, because anyone from Northwest, they don't regard Northwest.
I've been
It's
trying.
North.
Yeah.
Alright, so I've been trying to like explain this without sounding like, oh, we're from South.
Yeah.
But I swear to God, bro, I didn't even come off the ends until I was like 16, 17.
16, yeah.
Other than that, I was going up Wandsworth to Clapham or Bricky,
Streatham probably furthest.
Streatham, maybe Kenneton a little bit.
bro. Like,
Central.
Norbury,
Norbury, but Central.
exactly.
But in my head, Central meant
West.
you're up.
Yeah,
But that was it. Like I wasn't really going nowhere.
and even then, like man from South used to call West End West, and we used to get rattled like, fam, that's not West End, bro. It's
Is it not?
We don't call it. We don't call that West. We don't. That's Central to us.
We've outgrown it now. We wouldn't call it now, but as you said back
I
then,
call it West.
It's still the West End, so it makes sense. Yeah.
as I said, in my head, I just thought these places were far. Because remember, when you're a kid and you don't drive,
Everything seems far.
yeah, certain men were driving and that, but I wasn't driving until my early 20s.
Yes.
So all of these things, I was just like, bruv, these are far away places. East was like a foreign land.
Yeah.
Northwest,
East is a foreign land.
Northwest, I didn't realize was actually very similar to Southwest until obviously I started to listen to Nines and Scrap Shot Church.
For the most part, everyone stays in their pocket of society because you have to go as far as your bus pass can carry you. Everything.
Exactly.
We didn't grow up with like all the you're 22. I don't know. We didn't grow up like I didn't grow up with iPhone and that like just easy
Even
maps.
me though, like
and that.
I was still kind of Blackberry, like kind of. I was kind of in not you lot's in
Just
you lot's era,
about.
but like kind of the end.
You
of the
defo,
era,
just
you
about.
defo missed the MSN.
No,
thing,
not
though.
really though.
You was on MSN for a month and then it was,
Yeah, I was gonna
bro, I
say,
swear.
there's no way you had
Yeah,
MSN
yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
Stuff like Bieber on MySpace, that's when I missed. But stuff like MSN, not really, bro. If you ask anyone my age, maybe like a year younger, they didn't really miss MSN. Bro.
No, it's because you had older siblings, bro.
there's,
I'm
there's that
sorry.
as well, though.
There's no because MSN.
But even man, like,
Yeah, because
MSN.
I remember man
my
was.
time.
I've still got my email from them times.
No.
Yeah, 100.
I wish I could get into
but even stuff like LimeWire on that, bro. Like, so fam,
He's
that's-
laughing at me.
what your email?
I still got my same email, bro.
Bro, fam, even stuff
I
like
think it was cold as well. Go on.
fam, even stuff like LimeWire. Man knows about that.
Yeah, but
No, you're making me laugh.
Let's
It
look
is
out.
because you got older siblings.
No, but still, though,
I don't think you was in the MSN era when it
Okay,
was at
other
its
people
right.
your age won't
What,
know,
MSN?
like who don't have like siblings and that.
You don't think so?
I'm telling you, facts.
You was more prominent in the BBM. days.
100%.
Definitely.
100%.
MSN, you might have just, dipped your toe in a little bit.
I'm trying to.
That was
Do you know what I'm trying to work out?
Yeah.
Because shout out to my dad. Yeah, he for some reason he was proper on us, like learning how to type fast or something. I don't know what that was about. Yeah.
MSN done that for me.
Yeah, I'm not really sure why,
That
but
thing on the computer with it.
yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I don't know what that was about, but he was proper like, you lot need to learn this. All right, cool.
was a
Anyway, he managed to get a computer, and as George said, man was banging it out and that, and I was definitely on there because that's how I met her.
Is it?
Well, it's not how I met her, but that's how we was speaking
Is
like,
it?
properly
What,
back
an
in the
MSN
days.
that?
Well, yeah, because
I met Cam when I was 13.
Yes,
today I'm just gonna be quiet and I'm gonna let Georgia just tell her perspective.
No, go on. I just want to hear this. This is really interesting. You lot know each other from young.
Yeah.
His
Wild.
brother
Half our life.
and my
pretty much.
brother went to school together.
He's who?
Soccer brother. So my brother Rick
Okay.
and
My
her brother
brother,
Jamal. Yeah.
They were friends in school.
Okay.
Shout out to bros.
One day I was 13. David Hay was fighting Klitschko that day. Yeah.
That's
Way
about.
back.
I'm sure that's like
It was 12 years ago because I was 13.
2010. Yeah.
Yeah. And Cameron's brother Ricky was coming to my house to watch the fight and brought Cameron. I was in my little pink robe and my glasses on MSN, yeah.
She did look lang still. She did. That's the truth.
I remember.
No, she did. Still, I walked in. I was like, raw, like. Is that like? But these times I was a fatty, innit?
Yeah,
I say a
okay.
fatty, but I was just chubby, innit?
okay.
I came with donuts and that. But go to
Still.
Huh?
The old school. It's
Say
the
no
old
more.
Badness, it's the
No,
old
it's
school
calm,
days,
bro. It's
the
calm.
old-
It's like mid puberty, bro. You have to.
It was.
It
It was.
Puberty is puberty. Go on.
The glow has arrived.
I was on MSN. I was chatting to someone that he knew. So he was like, "Oh, like, how does she know him?" Blah blah. Anyway, he offered me a donut. I didn't take it.
Yeah. She rejected your donor,
And then,
I was just trying to break the ice, truth be told.
but I was not breaking.
George looked
the
at
ice in.
bro. George looked at me like,
No way.
so like, anyway, and then carried back time. But obviously, as you know, as man, then we're like, fucking hell, she doesn't even care about me. Fucking.
That's what I done all that was.
Hey.
Then after that, we became really good friends.
Okay.
Like, really good friends. And then I got a boyfriend.
I don't use bird as
But before that, I asked him,
man.
I said, "Do you like me?" And he told me no.
You tried.
You know already. You know already.
I don't even know, really.
You know the double back when you try to, and then it just backfires. You're like, but no, but
Damn.
So then
it's
I
too
was
late.
in a
It was too late.
relationship for like 4 years.
From young.
From about 15. Yeah, so we were friends for 2 years, then I got a boyfriend. We broke up, and then
I didn't have the. Sorry, I gotta say this. I just didn't have the minerals them times, bro. I'm just being real.
Sometimes
I have
it
to
be
be
like
real
that,
with
man.
myself.
Be
Like, I
like
just
that, bro.
looking back, I just didn't have the minerals. Like,
just
I
have to
didn't
upgrade.
deserve
You have to upgrade
the levels
sometimes, man.
at that time. But it's
Alright,
good
bro.
because,
like,
as George said, she was dating her guy for 4 years. I went on to do my own thing as well.
yeah.
Good times.
And I remember I went to the gym. I was getting my revenge body at this time. And I saw him and I was like, this guy's lost weight. But when I got with my boyfriend, we had a massive argument. So we stopped talking.
Oh, you okay? Oh my
Yeah.
god, this is what we go on. We'll talk after. Go on.
So we stopped talking throughout my whole relationship.
Yeah.
When we broke up, went to the gym, saw him,
Yeah.
but I just like, psh, and I just went on my phone.
Back to
and walked
MSN
past.
days.
Yeah.
Back to MSN energy.
I went on my phone. I just walked. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, so this was at like a pure gym. Then after that, I went to the gym with one of my work friends, and he was at the gym.
Right.
So I'm thinking, why is he at this gym now? When we went to the pure
That's
gym.
it's giving stalker. It was fake, bro. Because remember, it was Rick's code.
Ah.
Yeah,
Not
it
even
was
my
using
code.
his
You
brother's
weren't
code. Anyway, so I just thought, fuck it, yeah. I just went up to him on the treadmill, and I was like, you're right.
Oh wait, you interrupted a man during his workout. What is going on in this
You know when
world?
I know that I know that there could potentially be eyes on me because this isn't my gym, so I'm just like doing all of that, and I see her walk up, and I'm like, oh shit, I've got to make conversation. It was cool though.
Yeah.
It was cool.
And then we kind of like, we became friends after that, so like meeting up, going to the gym together. And then it was like I didn't realize I liked him until I said to him, it was getting a bit deep, and I was like, yeah, we need to cut this off. Like, it's getting a bit mad.
Why do girls do that?
brother sabotage?
Yeah,
Self-sabotage.
No, it was. I think I had commitment issues at this point. Because I was enjoying my single life.
Shout out
Like,
Central C.
I think I was scared because my last relationship ended badly. I didn't want the same thing.
But what she didn't know is this chat right here.
It's like that, man.
It's called
It's like that.
Big Cat. She didn't know. You didn't know, but I'll let you go. Go on.
Shout out to rap, man.
What she didn't know is that Big Cat was already there.
No, rap man's a funny guy.
But
Man.
I was so when I cut it off, I was hoping maybe we could be friends.
Yeah.
He was like, yeah, but we need to stop talking.
Yeah.
Because obviously I like you, so it's a conflict.
Yeah, it's low.
Of interest. So we went to Fit Club, yeah. We went to like this Fit Club that was in the area.
That's a fit club. That's
We're
a
a fit club.
throwback. And that was
Yeah.
good though.
It was
That was good.
Still. That was anyway. It's my friend's fiance, so I can't even say nothing. Anyway, so went there. Me and Cam had to be paired up, and he was airing me for the whole workout. He was airing me.
Hey, nah, he's revenge arc. His villain arc is crazy, man. All right, cool. Yeah, all right, cool.
So I was like, bro. Anyway, I was like, he had his headphones on like the whole time, weren't taking them out.
He had boobers as well. You didn't have no AirPods. You had the boobers. He had some boobers.
No, I
bro.
turned it all the way up.
Yeah, these, bro.
Block it out, block it
You know,
out.
when you get a notification, your headphones are too loud, you turn it down. Turn it right back up.
So then after I was like, oh, we need to speak. After, he's like, all right, cool. Went, spoke, and I was like, basically, I like you. I was explaining my whole story.
Yeah.
At this moment, she knew. She fucked up.
Yeah. And then I think it took me to kind of dump him to clock that I actually liked him.
Sometimes, if you love something, let it go. If it comes back,
100%.
Literally.
100%.
So then now it's been 5.5 years later.
Sorry. The only reason why I wanted you to tell that whole story here, because everyone says, "Oh, what UK like movies do you want to see that's not road?" That's a rom-com right there. Because the way you've said everything from 13, that's a teenage coming of age rom-com right there.
Look, hey, let's credit B Moni from now, because eventually there will become a time and a point where we will get a budget for this movie and we will create it and we can have B Moni on the creative directory team.
Michaela Cole, whatever her name is, and she'll bust it up, man.
Look, obviously, all right, you see,
I've thrown your whole shit off.
No, man. No, look, it's a vibe, innit? So it's no biggie. But what I was going to say is, I don't really... If you're a person that follows my socials, you won't see me post lovey-dovey shit or even about Georgia all the time because I don't feel like I need to do that. And also, I'm a bit wary, even though I'm not like on the God stuff and stuff, Evil Eye and stuff like that. You just know people's energies. They be watching your shit and they be like, raw, like, who do they think they are? All this shit.
Oh, look at them.
So, for my own peace of mind, I think, raw, I want to protect what I have and I keep that personal. However, like you said, when I look back and I think about me and Georgia's story getting together,
our story's cute.
It's wavy because there's so many little instances. For example, if my brother Rick said, "Well, do you want to come to the fight?" and I said no, none of this stuff exists.
That's what I'm saying.
If I decided to go to the gym in Wandsworth instead of Vauxhall, then we wouldn't have seen each other that day. Like there's a lot of small things that could have created another butterfly effect.
Nah, true.
But it's cool. It's cool still.
It all worked out in the end, man.
Yeah, and now...
Made out the friends. You should write a book about that.
I mean, technically, so did you.
Ooh, can I spud you for that?
I was never in the friend zone.
Well...
Reverse card.
Well, you had to make out twice, to be fair. Because you aired the donut offer, then you became friends, then you walked away.
Yeah.
So you came back. You made out the friends. Women and I got his ass.
You didn't say hi at the gym.
The reason why I wasn't in the friend zone, is because he's always liked me. So I always had my foot in the door. It wasn't the same for me.
I can like you and leave you in the friend zone.
No, man, not me. Not me.
A lot of people, but not me, partner.
I was in the friend zone for 7 years. I made it out. Okay.
Hey, look.
That is a talent.
Whatever you want to call it, man. We're here today, and out of respect to mum and pops, I won't go into finer details. But yeah, man, we're here today. So
to
the end. So you get me? But yeah, what I did want to ask you about, because it's something that even from watching your stuff like Backchat, ZZ Mill stuff, your own stuff, even your tunes that I've liked as well.
Appreciate that.
I ain't necessarily, or you touched on it a little bit that you was privy to Badness, but I couldn't grasp whether you was actively involved in any or you just was like me and myself, like I know people.
I wish I was, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you, to this day. Sometimes I wish I was a gangbanger at one point in
just
my
so
life.
Just for the story.
Oh, remember the man came with a gun. So what happened with you? Oh yeah, one time man nearly had a scuff, but and you know some people.
He backed up the mash and it was crazy.
But you know people there's spice on a non-hood. Just get to the point. You nearly had a scat. Get out of here. But okay, cool. Just finish quickly because obviously I said all the schools you don't know, but I went St. Charles. I got kicked out of there. I went Hammersmith. I went to like 4 colleges, bro. But I got kicked out. But once for rapping in the canteen, and the next time I got kicked out because you got
kicked out for rapping in the canteen,
bro. I used to shut down college, bro. Like St. Charles. St. Charles was just lit, bro. I used to have fun. I went to Queen's Park 6th form, got kicked out. So listen, this is like my pattern of, if you call the closest to the hood shit, like not
going
really.
on a bad path, kind of.
Nah, bro.
You say that?
I've been a good youth my whole life. Like, let's just get out of the way. I've been a good youth my whole life. You know, certain men are bad youths. I've never been a bad boy. Like, you know, my mum got scared at some point that I might go down that path as a kid, but I don't think I was ever
really
a bad. My opinion of myself, no. But I think we all could have. All it takes, like you said, this butterfly. It takes one incident. It takes
100%.
Sometimes it's about getting robbed or getting mugged,
bruv.
And that then makes you be on badness. So I never had that, but what I did have was long story short, the main thing that happened, my best friend got murdered when I was 16. My best friend died when I was 16.
Rest in peace.
Yeah. So we had like a little clique in that,
hard,
and it wasn't a gang, but that was like the coming of age time. I mean, it was like 15, 16, year 11, year 10, and everyone was kind of like, some men are going bad, some men are going good. But in West London, there was like there's this thing where like everyone's trying to be like PDC, SUK, have like 100-man clique. So in West London, they started their own thing. I'm not even going to get into it, but they started like a big clique. Two people that they wanted in the clique was two of my brothers who were in our clique. We had a little thing called RFL, Royal Flush, but it was like a school thing. Like some man from West, some man from South, but no one is gang. Like,
is this your own little collective?
Yeah, and we called it a batch because everywhere you go, girls like bring your whole clique. Like, well, we're cool. We're not the youths that you say don't bring your friends. Like, just bring everyone. We dance to the party, all that shit.
Vibes.
But it's getting to that age where certain man want to make money. Certain man want to certain man don't want to feel like they're getting mugged. So, but him and my other boy are like, my other boy is from White City, innit? He's from the ends, from them, all them lots hub. So they're like, yeah, you should be with us. And he is from Grove. So my boy Kojo is from Grove. I was also from West. I was from Grove at one point. I used to live in Grenfell Tower. I used to live in Grenfell Tower. I could see his yard from my yard, didn't it? So I used to like walk down there. So he was like from Grove. So they was like, yeah, you should. They wanted him because he's just he held a Congolese youth. Up. Long story short, man come back to us at school like, these men are saying we should join their clique. What should we do? I'm like, nope.
That's not my story.
No, they're not asking for me and to join.
Yeah.
These times you say you know about Bebo, but do you know about free webs?
I don't know.
Yeah, cool. So these times everyone had free webs.
I don't know about free webs. I'm not gonna lie. You might be the smidgen class up still.
Is it Bebo? Basically, when people used to make all their little miss and little wide dot websites, and then you would have like the glittery kind of. Yeah, something like
Is it Pixel?
But
Pixel?
Pixel, yeah, Pixel is Pixel. But you also used to have something called freeways.
All the young niggas, they are time, bro.
Got him.
Long story short, them man asked like, should we join? And he was like, no. So where they didn't join, it's either you're with us or against us. So it became an against us thing, but not really with the oldest. It's like all the youngest trying to make a name for themselves. My best friend started going out with some chick, and I told him, see, I've always been intuitive. I was like, bro, this girl's trouble, fam. Anyway, her ex was from the other side, didn't it? And long story short, the two youths that went down for M is her ex and another youth. And some other youths got like joint enterprise and some other shit. But like the two main youths, and it's mad. I told him that summer, I was like, one of us ain't gonna live to see summer. He died.
Can I just all right, so what I've taken from what you said is a few things. One, the similarities in obviously just us growing up, because it doesn't necessarily matter specifically where. If it's London, innit? Yeah. But you see, like what you highlighted when you get to year 10 and 11 or first year college, and it's like certain decisions get made, and even decisions within your own self you make, as you said, I don't want to be moist, or I don't want to be taken advantage of. Right. So I'm gonna either attack first or whatever. Problem is, you might do something that has an effect that you can never.
Crazy ramifications.
Do you get what I'm saying? You can't stop it.
Like you said, yeah, you always say it as well. A lot of people that like, not even just youths in general that do this stuff, it's by accident, bro. How many times do we hear a story that's kind of a manslaughter case where it's like they just didn't really mean to do it. They had it, but they didn't mean to do it. You get it? I don't want to. It's hard to not come off like, oh, I know everything, because I don't know everything. That's not what I'm trying to say, but it's because I just know so many people that, all right, for example, even a story that come out from, I think the youths are from Lewisham, and it's 19-year-old you.
Yeah, and yeah, and obviously he stabbed the youth. He's dead. Turns out it was his brethren. Turns out that however it came to happen, he stabbed him and he just like run off down the road or some shit, dashed the knife on the floor. Obviously it's all in panic. It's all in like the space of a minute and that. And I just be like, it wasn't that deep.
Yeah, man.
But now he's got 22 years.
It's just not like coming out. Story that I was talking about the youths on the bus fighting. One had a stick and one had a shank. It's like, if you watch that video, that you did not and the shank no one.
That's what
they're copying.
That's what Ghost was saying, and that's why I said that. And that's what I'm saying.
Ghost or Jordz?
No, it was Ghost.
Oh,
no, that's what I'm saying. It was Ghost. No, I was saying to you that. Do you remember Ghost was saying? I said I forgot my own brother's name, but yeah, that's what I was saying. That you can literally see that all they wanted to do is hopefully slice man to say, I just scored 4 points, got man main on the bus
now, put their belly on and that.
And I'm like,
the leg quickly, so like it's just quick bleeding.
But they don't know that it's not a quick bleed because that's what happened. But they don't know these things. Anyway, pause it quickly. But yeah, bro. So yeah, I think that's why till this day, I listen to drill all the time. I will still push it. I'll still champion it because, as I said, and as other people have said before, they understand that when it comes to drill and that, or even just rap, if man is in the studio, that's hours away from any madness. Do you get what I'm saying? But obviously, shout out to ZZ Mills. She has her own opinion. But even... I
feel like her opinion is justified, man. It's not bad.
No, I was going to go on to say...
She does say some stuff that are a bit like, bruv, you're now just kind of acting oblivious, man.
Well, a lot of people have chimed in to say, like, literally based on your own upbringing, of course you're going to be a bit, like, removed from why the reasons...
You don't understand, you're not...
Yeah. So I get it. But I'm just like, come on, man. You can be objective though, no?
But then someone can be against something and that's their stance, so they don't care to understand what you're saying because it doesn't make sense to them. Like, at the end of the day, that's just life. You don't... Good for her. There's going to be... Because there's 100 men that say the opposite of what she says. So she's one person. And
that's true.
The one person who takes a strong stance against stuff. Let her be that person because... let her be that person.
No, it's funny you say that because Jeorgia knows from the stuff that I watch, she knows that I actually... like tend to gravitate to polarizing people. I kind of, I like ZZ Mills anyway, but I like difference of opinion.
You got me here.
Well, but this is what I'm trying to say. Like, it's good because I think I've seen you tweet it, but I've seen other people tweet it. We're all black people in this room, but we're all different. We all have our own individual thing that we say, I can get behind that, and other things that we go, I'm not really messing. And we should champion that. It's okay. We can still be black people.
Together. But we can still be different.
But we can still have a difference of opinions. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. And speaking of difference of opinions, back chat.
Yeah.
We can't have you here and not talk about it. Yeah, so what I would like to know, George, you might have a question. Jordz, you might have a question.
Back chat.
I just want to know specifically.
I got a question on something else, but
Well, let me. All right, hold on. Separately, guys, can we just take note that Ghost is not here all now?
Well, he's a ghost.
True to form, innit? True to form of Ghost. I phoned this dude earlier on the day. Yeah. Anyway, back to back chat.
The guy as well.
Yeah, bruv.
I love his raw takes. Pause,
bruv. Oh yeah, that was.
He's gonna come when we ask some question because this guy has already said his opinion on certain topics.
He's gonna come into the studio and he's gonna pull up with like 2 Magnums and a Maltesers and 2 sweets.
Maybe McDonald's.
Maybe for himself.
Yeah.
If he hasn't eaten it on the way here.
Basically.
Anyway, we love him still, same way. But yeah, back chat.
What you wanted to know?
Let's take it from the top. Let's just go from even you seeing any, because I don't know if you got contacted before, if you knew the director Andy before the show. Yeah, like just take it from the top of how you even got involved.
I just used to see it. I saw it when it come out like everyone else viral, and I was like, brother, I do this shit on my Snapchat all the time, just giving my own opinions and stuff, like just giving my own opinions. Everyone thinks I'm arguing, controversial and whatever. So I was like,
so it's George's in the George's is in the shot. I was like, okay,
I'm listening, bro.
I might as well try to get on here, innit? So and then somehow I knew someone who's actually behind the scenes, like production, but I still had to audition. I just asked, I was like, well, you work on this? She was like, yeah. She was like, yeah, they're having an audition for the next season. Went to the auditions for like the season 2. I didn't even make the cut because like during my debate they were like, you didn't even say enough. I was like, but I said what I had to say in it. So obviously you could tell. And then I auditioned when like people like Nunu were there. Adrian was in the
I said
Adrian was in the audition. Malika was there.
Shout out Malika.
Who's that again?
I want to say Reva wasn't
Browning.
that one. Yeah, she went on to do the music show with
Listening Party. I also like her for the same reason as well.
Yeah, she was like that. She gives.
She look like RV though. That's my guy. No, I'm playing.